Today, we're going to be doing a mishmash of kind of sports food. Now, I don't follow any sport. The only sport I'm involved in is the sport of cooking and eating. But lots of people watching Super Bowl, lots of people watching World Series, lots of people watching soccer, all kinds of things. And we tend to have get-togethers and do parties and revolve the food around the activity of watching the game, whatever the game is. It's always the big game. So I put together a bunch of stuff. I can't say that it's all real healthy for you, but I'm going to get really going on this and put a bunch of stuff together. Some of it is just real fun food that I think you'll really enjoy. So, of course, chili. Everybody loves chili. So I'm going to start off by chopping up some garlic and some onion. First off, I have an onion. I've tried to peel the onions just to make this go a little quicker because, as I always say, we film live to tape, which means we have basically a 28, 30-minute period to get this done, and however it is, it is. So when you're at home cooking, you'll see that you can get most of this done in the same amount of time that I'm doing it here on the show. So after I chop my onion, I'm going to chop the garlic. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in my pan and get that heated up. Here's my pan here. Regular olive oil, never extra virgin. We don't want to heat extra virgin, as heating extra virgin olive oil will make it bitter. Extra virgin olive oil has a lower burn point, or what they call smoke point, than regular olive oil. Regular olive oil can be heated about 60, 65 degrees hotter than extra virgin olive oil before it starts to break down and smoke. Now, with making these different dishes, you can oftentimes substitute lots of different things. And chili is a prime example of that. We're going to start with onion and garlic. Now, I know people that put celery in their chili. I know people that put green or red sweet pepper. I know people that put hot pepper. I'm pretty much a purist and don't add a whole lot of extra ingredients. I like my chili to be fairly simple. While that's going, I'm going to make up some onion sauce for hot dogs. Better than the push cart. Well, I can't say better than the push cart sauce because I learned how to make this sauce from a guy who had a push cart in Hoboken. I believe he was on 3rd and Adams Street. I think there used to be a restaurant a block down 4th and Adams called Michael's Restaurant. And I remember that because right after my high school days, a friend of mine used to actually cook there, Peter Palmisano, who grew up in Hoboken and went on to become a priest. So now we have to call him Father Peter. But anyway, this hot dog stand was on 3rd and Adam, and we referred to him as Knopf. Knopf's Hot Dogs. He was the only guy who had raw onions to go along with his chili dogs. And he had a little motorized scooter cart that he used to bring out. And it was, God, it was the greatest hot dogs you'd ever want to have. So I used to go there at least once a week. And one day I said, Knopf, you have to tell me what's in this onion sauce, because I just loved his onions. Now with the onion and the garlic cooking here, I'm going to add some ground beef. And I've got a little bit of sausage meat that I add as well. I do my chili with beef, sometimes a little sausage meat, and sometimes I'll even add some cubes of beef as well. So I like to break up that sausage right away. And while that's cooking, I've cut up my onions into not too small of a piece, but nice size. And I'm going to put that here, see if I can get most of this in the pot rather than all over the stove. So I said, Knopf, you got to tell me what's in this onion sauce. And he made the most fabulous chili. And he said, you know what? He said, my onions are simply that. He said, they're mostly onions and hardly anything else. And he said, that's the secret, not to overcomplicate it. Now, his chili was for hot dogs. This chili I'm making is for consumption in a bowl. And to me, there is a difference. I like my chili that I eat in a bowl one way, and I like my chili for hot dogs another. The chili for the hot dogs, I like very, very thin and finely ground. And the chili that I eat in a bowl, I like to have some substance and some hunks of meat, some larger pieces of the ground beef. I don't break it up quite as small. So Naf told me to put some onions in a pan with a little bit of olive oil and just start those sauteing. And after they saute for quite a while, we'll add the next ingredient, and I'm not even going to tell you what that is yet. So while we've got both of those cooking, I'm going to make the real heartbreak. This is absolutely horrible health-wise. I've taken raw bacon, and somebody sent this to me. It was on the internet. It was like the carnivore's paradise. If you love sausage and you love bacon, this is the dish for you. I've taken a whole pound of bacon and I've braided it totally. So we've got a nice square of the braided bacon. Now I've got a bunch of sausage meat, and on that sausage meat, we've taken out all the casings from that sausage, so it's just the pure ground sausage meat, and we're going to flatten that out on a piece of parchment paper and make a square out of it. See, we dropped a little ramekin, but no big deal. We'll make do. See, I'm flattening this out and trying to form a nice little square because I want to put this sausage meat right on top of that bacon. So we basically have double the amount of sausage that we have bacon. And I've got to keep track of everything else that's going on here. I don't want to use the same spoon with my onions and my chili here, just in case I want to use some of this onion sauce for something that's vegetarian. Even though I said it's hot dog onion sauce, because there's no meat in it at all, I can actually serve this along with some roasted vegetables and use it up for some vegetarian friends that might be coming to the game as well. We don't want to leave anybody out. So here's our sausage meat that I'm going to just form up a little bit and put right on top of my bacon here. Oh, look at that, how perfect that is. Now, sometimes I add more bacon right in the center. And that sometimes becomes a little overkill. So I'll do the light version for you today. So we've got a pound of bacon and 2 pounds of sausage. Imagine that. That's the light version. Other days I'll put a pound of cooked bacon on top, a little drizzle of some barbecue sauce, and then I want to use this foil to help me roll this up. See how this is working? I'm making my nice roll here. And now I'm going to season that up with a little bit of a chili spice rub.